Hey guys, welcome back to Ultimate S&S. I just got back from the store. It is Tuesday morning. It's beautiful outside. Spent some time in the garden and all. Let's talk about what we're seeing in the store. Seeing increased prices of a lot of different things. Ground beef is like tripled in price since last time I was in the store. You used to get a 1 pound tube for $2.50. It's $7 for 1 pound of ground beef in this area. And that's for the cheap stuff. That's not for your select meat, guys. It's getting insane. And that is shopping at China Mart. Walmart. But yeah, so went out to the garden. I went ahead and priced this for a squash. Now understand this is the squash zucchini hybrid, if you want to call it that. It's squash that was pollinated by a zucchini plant. The reason I know that is because I was the one who hand pollinated it because I want to try it and see what it does. Now I'm going to show you this is a squash plant from the same plant that is the same age, and you can see the difference in the texture of the skin. You can see a difference in the way this fruit developed. A little bit more bigger round, quite a bit longer. So your choice. There's some perks to having that, guys. Now, squash smaller than this right now is costing $1.50 a pound. $1.50 a pound. This weighs about 2 pounds. $1.50 a pound. That's crazy, man. So then we have our zucchini. This, I thought they were going to be like $2 or $3. $3 a pound for a zucchini. $3. Now the reason this one here is cut and it's not as big as the one we had the other day on here is because the other one was so seedy. I wanted the seeds and stuff, kind of let it seed out a little bit for next season. But this is prime eating size. It's tender skin, so you can saute it. You don't have to peel it if you don't want to. That other one had a real thick skin because it was older, it was larger, and I had to peel that back, then cook it down. The chickens love the peels, no big deal. But we're seeing the prices continue to go up here at the stores. And we're not just talking about food items anymore. I mean, there were signs that limit 5 of the Enfamil packs of any size per family, okay, per purchase. Yeah, and you're not supposed to buy more than that right now because there's an Enfamil shortage. Those shelves are completely empty. They were empty. I was just kind of nosing around, the store, see what we've got in stock. All of that stuff is running low. They have another formula as well that you can make up, and typically it's for the extreme elderly or people that can't eat solid food and things like that, and you can buy a lot of that type of stuff at stores as well. They were out of that as well, so maybe you can order it online. I don't know. Do not, unless you're planning to go out and buy Enfamil and give it to the needy, don't go buy a bunch of Enfamil. If you do, you're a butthole, because that needs to be given out to the children that need it. Now, I know for a fact that Survival Living actually was at a store before all of this stuff happened, and he had been watching some things that were coming out about how they were expecting some shortages, and he went ahead and stocked up, and they've been dropping that off at food banks and things like that, posting up local ads and giving that stuff away from a lot of the proceeds and stuff that he gets on YouTube, trying to help the community out, and that means a lot, man. Me personally, I'm not going to buy the stuff. I will get food and I will get the basics and stuff like that. But when it comes to Enfamil and stuff like that, I'm not going to go expand my budget upon it because I'm not in a situation where I'm going to start stocking up for a bunch of other people that are complete strangers. He's a lot nicer guy than I am, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. But I think it's important right now that we don't lose sight of what's important in this country. And what is important in this country is to pull together in times of adversity. And I would say we're going to see some rough times here pretty soon. So we've got, it is now the 31st of May, I believe, something like that. And we're coming into June. Today we're talking like mid-June. We're going to see extreme shortages. We're going to be seeing a lot of shortages. We're going to see increased prices. It's not even June 1st yet. I was at store 2 weeks ago. I don't go maybe every couple of weeks. Typically it's because I got to get prescriptions and stuff like that picked up and, make some small food runs. There's certain things I don't do here yet. I don't do bread, unfortunately. That's something that's on my list, is to be able to get some millet growing and stuff. I've tried winter wheat out here. It doesn't do very well, mainly because of our rainy season. Everything's just too daggum wet when it comes that time. But we'll just have to wait and see how it goes. But I think millet will do pretty good. It's not quite as volatile as, say, wheat. But I have to go buy my bread. I have to go buy like my grits and stuff like that right now. And I buy ham for sandwiches and stuff, or whatever kind of lunch meats and stuff like that I want. I understand processed meats are not healthy for you. I don't care, man. I'm 42 years old. I don't want to live forever. I really don't. I've made about 12 years past what I wanted to make it anyway. So for those who wonder why that is, went through a really bad time of depression and stuff, though I never tried to hurt myself. I will say that I did not ever try to extend my life either. I would not try to rescue myself. And that was right after my kids were murdered. But I think it's important to let people know that there is life after those types of tragedies and things like that. Now, to live that life more abundantly, I do recommend that you have a relationship with the Lord, our Creator, God Almighty, sent His Son to die for us. That's what I would recommend, guys. I don't care if that's a popular view or not. That is the truth of the world that's around us. And that's what this channel is about, is to bring you truth, not to bring you scare tactics, not to try to scare you into prepping. If you don't want to prep, that's fine, guys. That is fine. You don't have to leave a comment in here about you don't believe in prepping and stuff. You don't believe there's food shortage. If you don't believe it, click off that video and go somewhere else. Because the fact is, it is happening. Whether you're too blind to see it or you're too dumb to realize it. And I know that sounds harsh, but that's the fact is people have eyes, but they don't see. They have ears, but they don't listen. They don't hear. They don't see what's going on around them in the world today. And you cannot change your minds. What you can do is you can try to talk to family members and things like that, but understand, just as it takes with anything else in life, when you were young and your parents were trying to convince you to whatever it was that you were doing you shouldn't be doing was a bad idea, and they couldn't convince you until it all bit you in the ass later. That's when you realized it was, hey, maybe time to wake up. And unfortunately, that's where a lot of the population is today. But fortunate for us, a lot of us on this channel and a lot of us in this community, as far as the prepping community, whether it goes more frugal, survival living, was it Canadian prepper, things like that. There's a lot of videos I do watch. I don't watch a lot of TV. I definitely don't watch a lot of YouTube. But what I do is research stuff. But when it comes down to trying to scare somebody into prepping, man, if you're not prepping, that's more stuff from at the store to buy. So I'm not going to push you too hard. But what I can do is tell you what I'm doing. So what I am doing is, rather than going out and just buying a bunch of canned food and sitting back, what I'm doing is I'm trying to grow as much food as I can eat and hopefully get to an overabundance where I can even put some of that back. Then the money that I was using for my grocery bills, all of that money then goes into preps, buying canned foods, buying stuff that can be preserved long term because it's already packaged and ready to go. And that saves me time. If you've not priced the cost of these right here, guys, I recommend you look. They're expensive, like crazy expensive. Do these at thrift shops, Goodwills, things like that, yard sales, garage sales. Everyone's always got cans. And then you can go and you can find the lids. And sometimes you'll find unused lids. Now, if you want to know if a lid has been used or not, you're going to look at the bottom side. We'll see if we can pick that up. You should see, and it's not going to work. There we go. Do you see the dimpling over on this side here? There is no seam of a jar lip on that, and it is still dimpled, meaning that it's not been used. It's not been used for sale, and that came with the jar. It's even got where you can put the dates and things like that on there as well. So there are some people that are dropping these things off at Goodwills and things like that. For whatever reason, I have no idea. Maybe they're just trying to be nice to the general public, but I will go pick that stuff up real quick, quicker than I will go pay $30 for 12 jars with no lids or bands. That's insane. That's what it costs over at Walmart right now. $30 for ball jars. They did not even have lids or the bands or rings, whatever you want to call it. They didn't have it with it. It's insane. I've never seen that kind of pricing before, but usually they'll have at least enough lids and bands for the jars that they sell. So no idea what's going on with that, but it is what it is, guys. My suggestion to everyone, keep prepping, grow what you can. Sounds like we got a lot of gardens coming in from our subscribers and stuff. They're getting ready to plant. So something I want to do, something I think would be kind of cool, and we could schedule this for like a fall garden, or maybe, hopefully we have it next spring where everybody can get together on the internet. We'll see. But maybe for the fall garden and stuff, I'm kind of thinking maybe it'd be kind of cool if we did something where we had a subscriber type of a garden contest where you can post a video on your own YouTube if you can comment, then you have your own YouTube channel already. And all it takes is just uploading a video. So maybe upload some videos of your garden, guys, when it gets up. And we can have where our members will come in. We have quite a few members now on our members channel. For those who are wondering what that is, most of the videos that are up there, they're going to be of a personal nature or a nature of studying God's word and things like that, guys. So that's still a work in progress. That is something new we're doing. I have released several videos in already and moved some stuff over there, but that's something that's going to be continuing to work on. And understand that right now with the garden in bloom and with everything that's going on around here, trying to get everything up to where I want it coming into the summertime. It takes time, so I've not had a whole lot of chance to do a lot of videos and stuff. If y'all noticed, I'm down about one every other day now. I love the views. Thank you for the views, everyone. Thank you for all of the comments. Everyone that comments in, you know, y'all are amazing people. I appreciate the advice on different things. You know, it opens up new ideas to think about what we're doing around here. So there is no bad dialogue as long as nobody's bullying other people. And I just want to take a moment, just, you know, what this channel is at this moment. I never thought this channel would ever go anywhere, but it's because of the people. It's because of the viewers. It's because of the subscribers, guys. It's because of our members and stuff. So if that's something you're interested in, I'm going to try to get some stuff together, and I will post something in the community post here in the next few days. And it's going to have, basically, it's not going to cost you to enter a garden entry. There's not going to be some big cash reward or whatever. But what will happen, if you are interested in becoming a YouTuber, maybe you are a YouTuber, all right, meaning you make your own videos. If you grow a garden and the subscribers in here go in and they will check, you will post, after your video is ready, you will post a link to your channel. And you can do little updates and stuff in that community post. That is where I would like people to post that kind of information. That way our members and all, we can all go over and go check out the videos and stuff. And then we're going to narrow it down to maybe about the top 10. And then from there, we would like to narrow it down to who wins it. And what this does is it gives everybody a lot of ideas of what to do. So something that I didn't really realize but discovered today is that there's actually different types of tomato plants. You can have beefsteak tomato plants, but there will be two different varieties, an indeterminate and a determinate variety. And one type of variety of those will take and they will bloom, they will blossom, they will create tomatoes, and then they will die. And if you want to know what variety those are, typically it is any heritage seed tomato plant. They will produce, they will die. So, didn't realize that. So now there are hybrid plants, okay, that are balanced hybrid plants. I don't typically get into buying a lot of hybrids and stuff, but the reason I'm thinking about doing it is there is something in the air around here. I heard some people talking about it, and it is killing tomato plants like crazy. And then the guy had asked about the determinate or indeterminate strain. The guy had no idea. Listen, I'd never even heard of that before. That's why it's good to hang out in garden centers, folks. But apparently there is some kind of a fungus or something that is coming down with the rain. They don't know where this stuff came from. I probably would say if it's affecting heritage seeds, I think we know who it came from, and I think we know how it's being spread. You see the chemtrails in the air, guys? Makes sense. Kill off your heritage plants. People got to buy your Monsanto stuff, guys. That's just the way it is. But I hope everyone's having a great day. We're going to get out of here. I've got some cucumbers to peel up. I'm going to eat those. Those are mine. I don't share cucumbers typically, but every now and then I will set one out for people to grab, just so they grab a handful of spines, man. That's always fun. I like to be there when they do it too. Everyone have a wonderful day.